Hey y'all. Okay, so I recorded a video yesterday because I had to be out of the house. We had some workers here and I had to be out for like 2 or 3 hours. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to do some of the things on my Whimsy, for my Whimsy journal that I've been wanting to do for the summer. So I started recording, and then as I got going, the day just became more and more whimsical and really fun. And I had a bunch of content I recorded, and I thought about waiting until Tuesday for my regular video recording time to include that, but I have a lot of other stuff I want to talk about on my Tuesday video, so I just thought I'd throw up an extra YouTube video for y'all. You can join me, have some cozy company with me as I do a bunch of fun, summery, whimsical things. It ended up being a really special day and just so much fun. So if you need a minute, take a deep breath, grab a fun drink, relax. If you're running errands, all the better. Let's just hang out and talk about how we can make our day whimsical. Okay, so one of the items on my Whimsy list is to read the Magnolia magazine, which I've said is like my favorite. It's like, for me, it's like having a magazine is such a good replacement for Instagram scrolling. It scratches that same itch for me. And if I'm ever feeling like I'm spending too much time on social media, I'll go get a magazine. And this one is just really fun for me. So I really like, whenever this one comes out, I try to get it as soon as I can. And anyways, so the bucket list item, the summer Whimsy list item was to go like to a coffee shop and read it by myself in quiet. So I'm gonna do that this morning, and I thought I'd take y'all along with me. Okay, so I was in there for about 45 minutes. It was so lovely, and I just kept thinking, like, what is it about reading this magazine that I enjoy so much? And I think I feel inspired. You know how sometimes you can be scrolling on Instagram and you can feel inspired to create things, and I definitely felt that today reading this magazine. And especially, she was talking about how she plants dahlias in her garden, and how they don't grow well in the heat, but she plants them under her big oak tree. And it made me think that maybe I could do something similar. So one of my most favorite flowers is a blue hydrangea, and that is because it's my wedding flower, and I've always just thought they were beautiful, but I have tried growing them many times, not many, maybe a handful of times, and they just don't do well in the heat. And I've seen them in other places, like when I've traveled to North Carolina, and they are just so beautiful. And I've just felt a little bit jealous that they just don't grow well here. But I have several neighbors who are brave enough to plant them and in their front yards and in shady places. And I've only seen them doing it this spring, so I don't know how it's gonna hold up. But after hearing that Joanna Gaines is like nursing these dahlias and that they were successful in the Texas heat, it's made me want to try again with the hydrangeas. So I would like to go to the plant store today and see if I can find any. I don't know if they're gonna be hard to find right now, but we will see. So I definitely felt inspired by that. And then I wanted to show y'all a couple of the pages from the journal, from the magazine, that I want to use in my junk journal spread. These pages are so beautiful. And I want to use this for my journal spread where I talk about reading the magazine this morning and getting a chai. And I mean, like, look at that. These would be so pretty for a journal page. Also, the other page that I really liked was on the back. I just thought these color combos and designs would be so pretty for a journal spread, so I might also make one. Now, before I run to the plant store, I am going to peruse the library because that is another thing that's on my summer whimsy list, and I have some time this morning. I'm really excited to be at the library by myself. I don't really need any books, but we'll see if I find anything. It's always kind of a thrill to see what shows up at the library. I love seeing what new books they've added. So anyways, you can join me as I hop over to the library and do some summer exploring. Okay, so I just got back from the library and I didn't end up getting anything. I showed some videos of some books that I was excited to see, either because I've read them or the one book called Good People. I actually have, but I have not read yet. So it was fun to see that at the library, and I showed some books that I really enjoyed reading. And then as I was walking out in the section where they have like inexpensive books for $1, they did have Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, which is a book it's been on my radar for a while. It seems like it's very much a modern classic at this point. And for $1, I was really tempted, but I read the back cover and it just doesn't seem like something I'm gonna be in the mood for anytime soon. So I decided not to get it. We'll see, that could always change, but I also really try to honor when I'm not interested in a book, and I just wasn't feeling it. Okay, so I just did a little pop in to Hobby Lobby, which, to be honest, is not my favorite store, but they do have a few things that I can only get there, so that's why I went. But when I got there, I saw some paper that was so cute, so I ended up picking it up, and I'm going to use it to make some paper stars and do a fun little giveaway for members of my Patreon. So I'll have to show you how it all turns out, but I'm excited for that. Okay, I was so excited to find the hydrangeas at the garden store. When I walked in and didn't see them in the shaded section, I got really worried that they didn't have any, but I know I've seen them like in the grocery stores. But as I was walking out towards the sunny section, there was one last little shaded area, and that's where they were. I'm so excited. I picked out a beautiful pink one. But the thing about hydrangeas is they change color based on the pH of the soil, if I remember. So I am interested to see what these hydrangeas, what color they turn out to be. I think last time I planted in a similar spot, they turned purple. So we will see, and we'll cross our fingers if they stay alive. I'm gonna go change so I can plant them, and you can come along with me. Okay, so these are the beautiful ones I picked out, and we actually have 2 trees in our backyard that have a lot of shade. This is our peach tree, and then we have a maple over here, but the maple just doesn't look quite as shady as this peach tree is, so I'm gonna opt for putting it over here. And I never like to use garden gloves when I garden because I love to feel the soil, and it has bit me a few times where like I've like touched a slug that I didn't want to touch, or I've gotten a lot of thorns in my hands, or like little wood chip like splinters, but it hasn't stopped me because I just love it so much. So here I go again, gardening without gloves. Okay, she is planted. She's beautiful. I did a little talking with her because, you know, they say it helps the plants grow. So we'll see how this goes, and I'm gonna set a reminder in my phone to regularly water her because I don't think that there will be enough water in this area for what the hydrangea needs. Okay, now for lunch, I am going to make myself a meat and cheese sandwich, but I have my pickles that I've been talking about, making this pickle recipe that's my husband's grandmother's is one of the items on my summer Whimsy list, and they're not quite done pickling. They're supposed to take like 5 days. But I tend to break the rules and dig into them a little bit early. It's been 3 days, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. I am going to make myself a sandwich, meat, cheese, bread, and pickles. Okay, so here are the pickles. I am gonna dig in and try one. It's so good. It's so, so good. This is a recipe that as someone who married into the family, I'm not allowed to share. My husband's family's recipes are quite, I don't want to say secretive, but kind of, and they're not ones that we can share because my husband's grandmother was such an incredible cook and took so much pride in it and in certain recipes. And I would assume, she's passed now, and I would assume that there are probably some recipes that she would be okay with sharing, but I don't know which ones, and honestly, I don't want to be haunted by her. So I'm not going to share a pickle recipe, but these have a lot of sugar. I actually just used regular pickles, like a jar of pickles from the store to start with them, and then added the spices and seasonings and sugar. So anyways, if you want some fun summer pickles, try it out. It's actually really simple, especially if you don't start with like an actual cucumber. Although I would love to see if that recipe works for these, but I probably have to tweak it. Anyways, I'm excited to make this sandwich. Okay, I would love to do some more whimsical projects. I've got a bunch of paper stars that I want to make for the giveaway that I mentioned, and I also have some clay. I want to make like clay charms, and I've never done that before, but I think it would be fun to paint them and try to put them on a junk journal charm or a bookmark, but I actually need to get some stuff done. It's like a little bit more productive. I got quite a bit of work done this morning, and then I was out for like 3 hours running errands, but also doing fun stuff, as you saw. And now I gotta go get some more stuff done. So I've got some boxes I need to get ready to ship, and then I need to do a little bit of strength training. That's something that I have gotten out of the habit of for the past 6 or 8 weeks, but I really start to get pain in my back and different areas if I'm not doing at least like minimum kind of strength training every like a few days a week. So I'm gonna do that, but I would much rather make paper stars. And so I'm gonna wrap up this video. But thank you for watching, and I hope that this was some cozy company for your day and maybe gave you a few ideas of some fun, summery, whimsical things you can do. Okay, so I had a little time to get into my junk journal to start these spreads, and I wanted to start with the one about the Magnolia magazine. So I actually tore out a page. This pretty page in the background is just straight from the magazine, and I'm covering up the parts that I don't want seen with ephemera. I fussy cut this part out because I thought it was so cute, and then I'm adding in a couple pictures from my day of the hydrangeas and the chai tea, and I'm gonna write here about what this inspired in me and about this experience. Okay, this is where we landed. I love how this turned out, and using a beautiful journal page, or a magazine page, I mean, can really add so much to a journal, and sometimes I forget, but I love how this turned out. Okay, I wanted to update you on my giveaway, and sorry, this is like the least aesthetic thing I could have done is film this on my carpet, but you know what? I'm fine with that. I will take pictures of these tomorrow and post them on my Patreon, but we are going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow, so I wanted to let y'all know, and it will be for one of these boxes of stars. This is our Americana one, and this is the pastel. There's about 50 of them, and it's going to be a really simple giveaway for only US members, unfortunately, this time. Because shipping is really expensive. But you can win one of these boxes, and so it'd just be like so cute to have a little, I don't know, trinket box, or to add to your trinket collection. You can string these and add them to a charm. They're just super cute, and all of those details will be posted tomorrow on my Patreon, so stay tuned and look forward to better pictures. Okay, so that was my whimsical day. Thank you so much for joining me. I loved that, and I'm hoping to share more whimsical things that I'm doing and junk journaling about in the future. But if you could make sure to like this video and subscribe, that would really help it reach new people, and I'm excited to connect with you and more of y'all. If you are ever trying to get a hold of me, get on my Patreon, become a subscriber, paid or free, and I check my messages there every weekday, so that's the best way to get a hold of me. And until Wednesday when I post my next video, I hope you have a lovely week.